Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today? And how is everything going at your end? I do hope you're having an excellent weekend. Yes, yes, yes. I know we are people are joining from various sections and various corners of the world, but it's glad to have you on today's session. Um, I'll begin by introducing myself. My name is Promise Onwachku. I'm a Microsoft Azure MVP for both AI and Microsoft Azure. And also, I'm a leader of the Azure Nigeria community, or one of the leaders of the Azure Nigeria community. And today, we'll be having an amazing topic we want to discuss with you all today. Also, on stage, I do have an amazing person here on stage with me who is also going to be sharing some interesting ideas about the topic. Just in case you're in doubt, the topic for today is making use of pre-built document intelligence models. That's the topic for today, right? And of course, I'll be having an interesting speaker discuss this topic with us, right? So I think maybe it would be nice I go ahead to introduce the speaker, but before I do this, I would ask, can you comment where you are joining us from on the chat session? So go to the chat session and comment where you are joining this session from. Comment where you are joining this session from. Right. All right. Okay. So I would go ahead now to introduce the speaker for today. We have an interesting person in the house. He's none other than Emmanuel Akor. Emmanuel Akor is a technical problem solver specialized in cloud and DevOps engineering. He's also passionate about leveraging cloud technologies and DevOps tools to drive impactful projects, right? Emmanuel Alco also has about over five Microsoft certifications with about 4 years of experience in the IT industry. He's passionate about sharing knowledge through technical content writing, public speaking, and whenever he finds an opportunity, he doesn't mind, sharing that which he knows, right? Emmanuel is also always ready to embrace any new challenges an opportunity that allow him to contribute to the tech ecosystem. Well, I'll be sharing some profiles or a LinkedIn profile where you can always use to reach Emmanuel on. So sure, you're going to see that on the chat. So I think without further ado, it would be nice to finally welcome Emmanuel Akor to the stage. Hello, Emmanuel. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Promise. Thank you for having me today. How are you doing?
Awesome. How's everything going?
Everything is going well. How about you?
Everything is going fine. Everything is going fine. Yes, honestly, I'm looking forward to today's session because it's actually an interesting topic, and I do hope to actually learn one or two things. I have my notepad open here where I'm going to be jotting some of this wonderful content you're going to be dropping for us today, and also Emmanuel has shared a link. I believe at the right time he will let me know when to share this link with all of you. But at the
Yeah.
meantime, I think it will be best to hand over the stage to Emmanuel. So, Emmanuel, over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Promise, for that very nice introduction. Um, for our audience, we've started our study series since July. So we're already in September. A lot of our industry experts, our community leaders, our Microsoft MVPs have done justice to AI. So you should do well to follow us on our LinkedIn, Azure Nigeria community. You should do well to follow us and subscribe on our YouTube channel at Azure Nigerian Community. So, yeah, our today's topic is use preview documents intelligence. So, I mean, you've been hearing of AI. AI has obviously turned to a buzzword today in today's tech. So we know that we don't want to do things the old-fashioned way, or we don't want to do things manually again. So everybody is moving to the world of AI. It's not just people aren't just moving to AI with trends. It's doing things manually. It's no longer ideal. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort and constraints and thereabouts. And we see the kind of myth that flows around that AI is going to take your job. AI is going to take your job. That's a lie. AI is never going to take our job. AI is just only going to help us make our job much more easier, faster, smarter, and more efficient. So that's what AI is for. So I mean, we know that there's AI for literally everything. So today we're going to explore just one part of AI, which is leading us to this topic: use prebuilt document intelligence model. So our session agenda for today, we'll start with the introduction. We'll learn why prebuilt document intelligence models matters. And secondly, on our agenda, we will go to understanding prebuilt models and Azure AI document intelligence. Thereafter, we're going to know when to analyze forms by using the general document read and the layout model. Also, after that, we'll go to when to analyze forms by using financial ID and tax prebuilt models. Also, we're going to go to the hands-on, which is the most important part. We'll demo and how to analyze a document using Azure AI Document Intelligence. And finally, I'll be sharing more resources and we'll have a question and answer session. So let's go. So yeah, why prebuilt document intelligence? So literally almost everybody uses this, but we don't know that we use this. Take for example now, most of our phones do from image to text, either handwritten or either a screenshot from an image or something like that. So it uses the concept of OCR, which is optical character recognition. So, but why previewed document intelligence? So, for previewed document intelligence encompasses a whole lot of things in today's world. Why it matters is that a solid reason is that they allow business and organizations to quickly and accurately process common data types, document types like invoices, receipts without the need for training. You don't need to go get different data sets from cargo, from different sources to train them to fine tune them all together. You already have everything done and pre-built by Microsoft. You don't need to manage compute, don't need to manage costs and thereabout. Microsoft just has everything for you at a glance, just for you to click and use them. So this saves you time and effort across like industries and your competition. Another main reason why preview document intelligence model matters is that they enable data extraction from various sources such as paper, online PDF, which makes it more faster and allow business to grow and generate insight into the data and scrapping out manual data entry. I know some of you might think that okay, this prebuilt document intelligence might scrape away the world of a data entry or maybe like a junior accounting staff. No, once you know how to use these tools, it surely help you in order to make these things happen. So yeah, in our session today, we are going to learn about the capabilities of prebuilt models in Azure Document Intelligence, Azure AI Document Intelligence, and how to use them. And by the end of this session, we'll be able to identify business problems and how we can use preview document intelligence to solve them. We'll be able to analyze forms by using the general documents, read and layout models, as well as the financial, ID, and tax preview models. So understanding prebuilt models and Azure Document Intelligence. So prebuilt models are already trained on large number of target form types. So you don't need to try different data features, parameters, and statistical treatments. You don't also need to build your own model from scratch. Like I said earlier, you already have Microsoft already gives you the luxury that you can already quickly extract everything, the text, the structure from your documents, and um, so you just have everything at your own expense. You just pick whatever model suits the kind of document or whatever you are extracting. Because Microsoft trained these models on a very large corpus of examples, and you can expect them to provide accurate and reliable results when dealing with their intended forms. I mean, Microsoft is doing a whole lot in the AI space. We've seen collaboration with tech giants across the globe, especially OpenAI and the like. So yeah, you should trust them and you should be sure that the accuracy and the precision of whatever you are getting from your prebuilt models are accurate. So let's look at some few examples of these prebuilt models we've been talking about. So some examples are invoice model, receipts model, ID documents model, business card model, marriage certificates, bank statements, and many more. Then we've been talking about this previous model. So where does this Azure AI document intelligence comes? So Azure AI document intelligence, formerly known as Azure Form Recognizer, is a cloud-based AI service that quickly extracts text and structure from documents. It uses the prebuilt document intelligence, prebuilt models to do this. That's what the Azure AI document intelligence does. So, so some features and what we can do with Azure AI document intelligence are those simple extraction of text, customized results, and analyze forms and documents, automate our business workflow, and many more. So we don't do anything manual here. This helps us to go as far as automation, making you think fast, making you to um, to close out business deals, making you to close out your work deal two times, three times, if not even five times as fast as you do normally when you are doing your manual data entry. So we can see all these things. So in our demo today, we'll see all these things. We'll see why we need to use prebuilt models with Azure intelligence, and we're also going to do that in our Azure AI Document Intelligence Studio in our demo today. So yeah, here is a very good example of what we'll be discussing. So this is the Azure AI Document Intelligence Studio. So this is an example of a business card model in which is extracting the details from this card. So if you can see to the right hand plane, you can see addresses being extracted. You got the address corrected, and it's showing you the percentage of accuracy and precision. So this is something the intelligence AI document intelligence does, shows you the percentage and the how accurate how accurate and the document intelligence is. So we can see the company name, Contoso, got that correct. The name, first name Chris, and last name Smith. So the person's department, AI and cloud department, the job role, senior researcher, and all of that, even the so all the phone numbers, cell, tel, and fax phone number. So we'll see more of that, but I just wanted to put this here so we'll just have an idea because I know some of you can't wait for us to jump into the hands-on session. I mean, I will be talking, but yeah, we're going to practicalize all those things. We're going to do hands-on. I want to demo all these things for us to see. So yeah, when do we analyze forms by using the general document read and layouts model? So if you want to extract text, languages, and other information from documents with unpredictable structures, so you don't know if it's a structured data, it's an unstructured data, or semi-structured data. So and it's not anything related to finance. So you definitely come to the general documents, read and layouts model. Let's say in your organization, your customers or clients or even stakeholders send you specific documents like statements of work or other documents, depending on how what the document can be, with unpredictable structures. This is when you know that okay, you have to visit the general documents read or layout models in our Azure AI document intelligence to analyze and extract those values from the document. So yeah, when to use the read model, for example. So you can use read model if you want to extract printed or handwritten text from documents and images. So the read model supports small languages for printed text than that of um handwritten text. So it's mostly unstructured data. We're going to demo the read model as well. So yeah, the read model is very much ideal when extracting words and lines from documents with like you have no fixed and unpredictable structures. So when to use the general document model, the general document model extracts values from structured, semi-structured, and unstructured documents. So the general document model extends the functionality of the read model by adding the detection of a key value pair, entities, selection marks, and tables. So it's more of like it can work across the three, both structured, semi-structured, and unstructured documents. So it runs against the whole document, not just the key value pairs and even entities. So entities can be like person, the person types, location, organization, address, phone number, email, and many more. So that's what the general document model does. So and for us to know when to use the layout model. So the layout model returns selection marks and tables from the input of the image or the PDF file, whatever you provide it. So it's a good model to use when you need rich information about structure of a document. So like we can see the trend. Read model goes with when you're uncertain about what structure to use, especially for printed, handwritten text from documents and images. Then general document model works across both structured, semi-structured, and unstructured documents, which we know that it uses extend functionality by using key value pairs and entities across board. Then the layout model is also rich for extracting. Is also rich for extracting information of about structure of a document. So let's go to the next page. So when to analyze forms by using financial ID and tax prebuilt model. So yeah, this is a very big one. So you can use these models to obtain the value of common fields from invoices, receipts, business cards, anything that just deals with finance, your identification documents, tax, and everything. So let's say, for example, you get invoices, receipts, business cards submitted as photos or scanned document papers. Because I mean, there's some kind of scan some people do that are just rough or maybe damaged or not clear and everything. Don't worry, Azure AI document intelligence can handle that. So to get this information into the database more effectively than a normal person doing a manual data entry will see, because anything they see or feel that okay, this might be it, they will impute it. But no, Azure AI document intelligence is going to get that accurately. So yeah, use so when do we use the invoice model? Um so let's say your business uses invoices, receipts, and from like maybe an organization, maybe B2C, C2C, or B2B rather. So depending on whatever method they use, so there might be like different formats on the paper, like or let's say even digitized forms. Yeah, the case might be for receipts these days. So and some might have, as I said, some might scan poorly, some might even have it from a very poor angle. Some just people just snap these things roughly or do that in a nonchalant manner. Um, how do you identify that? So there are key things here. You identify what models you are going to use. So once you see invoices, you should have like common and specific fields like the customer name, the reference ID, the purchase order, the purchase order number rather, yeah, sometimes purchase order, then the invoice and due dates, details about the vendor, such as like the vendor's name, tax ID, fiscal address, and many more. So that's where you know. So yeah, also let's move to the second part. So when to use the receipt model. So the receipt model have a similar field and structure to invoice, but they are entirely different. We all know that invoice and receipt are totally different things. So when to use the receipt model. So receipt model records amount paid instead of amount charged. That's a very key thing there. Amount paid than amount charged. So some common field we see in the receipt model to know that, okay, this is a receipt, not an invoice. The seller's details, such as the seller's name, phone number, and the address, the amounts parts, such as the receipt total, the tax, tip, VAT, or whatever the case might be. So I also see the date and time of transaction, and sometimes bank details of the seller. So such as the or even the beneficiary bank details also, and many more in that field. So yeah, for the when to use the ID documents model. So for now, Azure AI document intelligence only supports to train analyze two types of identity documents, which are driver licenses and international passports. Yeah, that's for now. So the ID document model um, uses some key things to know that, okay, this is where we extract the ID documents model, which are the first name and the last name, personal information such as your sex, your date of birth, your nationality, and thereabout. Then the country and the region where your document was issued, be it driver's license, be it your international passport. Then unique number such as the document number. You know, our international passport and our driver's license do have some kind of coded number that, yeah, that systems can recognize. Then for driver's license, your vehicle classification, or maybe your even your driver classification. Like we have different classes of drivers and many more and many more. So yeah, when to use the business card models. So the business card model, our business card is very popular. It's a very popular way to exchange and um, exchange contact information even up to today quickly, especially at events when you meet people. Oh, just tell them, oh, this is my business card, you can reach me here and everything. So business card, just like the example we also looked at there, we saw someone's business card. So the business card do have common and specific fields like first name, the last name, postal address, email, website address, telephone, and number. Like we saw in that the image I showed there. So the person had like three numbers. So the cell phone number, the telephone number, and the fax phone number also. So yeah, and the other prebuilt model, but I mean we can't just mention all of them in the in the in the course of today, because if we mention them, we are going to spend all the time here. So promise, I don't know if you can share them the MS link. They should go through that, and also yeah, they'll learn and see more previous models which can be used also, because Microsoft has a whole lot of models. So yeah, another thing I didn't mention, or I want to mention, yeah, I wanted to finish everything before I mentioned, was that we can also create our own custom previous model. So, it's on rare occasions we go to the Microsoft's Azure AI Document Intelligence Studio and we don't find our previous models there. But if you want to create your own custom previous model, fine and sure, like you can do that, but you just need to invest time in that and resources to train it on example forms and everything before you can use it. So remember that the larger the number of example forms you provide to the um, to train your model, the better the model is at predicting form context and everything accurately and precisely. So yeah, some input requirements are previous document models must have. So there are certain rules. You don't just take any kind of document and upload. There are some certain rules that you must also follow, which is rule number one. Your file must be in JPEG, JPEG, PNG, BMP, TIFF, PDF formats, or Microsoft 365 files. So those are the formats it must be in. Then also another important thing is that your file must be smaller than 50 MB for the standard tier and 4 MB for the free tier. Another thing you must know that images must have dimension between 50 times 50 pixel and 10,000 by 10,000 pixel. So PDF documents must have dimension less than 17 inches or A3 paper size. So, and also your PDF document must not be protected with a password. Yeah. So know that. So another important note here I will share today is that PDF and the TIFF files can have any number of pages per in standard tier. Only the first 2,000 pages are going to be analyzed, while for free tier only the first two pages are going to be analyzed also. And we shouldn't also forget that the former name of our Azure AI documents intelligence was formerly known as Azure Form Recognizer. So let's move to an awesome part of today, which is our demo and hands-on part. So awesome, awesome. So yeah, we're going to do we're going to analyze forms with prebuilt Azure AI document intelligence model. So as you can see, this will take us approximately 30 minutes. So we can, depending on our pace and whatever we encounter today, might take us less. So how to create an Azure AI Foundry project, we go to the ai.azure.com. So yeah, let's start that. Copy this. Okay, let's come here. We do this. Okay. So we come to, okay, let's take it bit by bit. So yeah, we have something like this, but just that ours is in dark mode. So then we navigate to this management center, which has like all resources. So you can just keep down this and you know, okay, awesome. What's the next step telling us to do? So we should click create new and then choose the option to create a new AI hub resource. So new, then go to AI hub resource, then we click next. So what's the next? So we'll select we'll select we'll rename our project and we can rename our hub link, then select our subscription, resource group, region, and all. So we can name our project as demo EZ, let's say study, and we can name our hub as hub EZ study. So So yeah, then we click on advanced options. Yeah, we have that here, advanced options to fit in this video. So we come here, we click on advanced option, then wait for this to load. So okay, it has picked up um my Azure subscription one. Then I select my resource group one, which I have. Then my region, for me, I love picking my region that my resource group is in rather. So I look for my West Europe. Yes, awesome. Awesome. So it's validating that. So everything checked, subscription checked, resource group check, region, and our hub. So we create. So this will take some time. So yeah, as our project is creating, we can go back here and so this link is in the link promise sent. Promise you can share that link for those just joining us or joined later than we started when the earlier link was shared. So yeah, the link is there in the exercise. So that's what we are going through. So also do well to check this and explore more. So when our project is created, we have an interface like this. So let's wait for that. Okay, our project is still created. Okay, so let's go. Let's be going through what we need along the way. So okay, let's okay, yeah. So next, like I said, we're going to use the read model. So after this, after we get this, after our project finished creating, we're going to explore the read model. All right, I know this is going to take some time. Let's exercise patience. Everything is going to be completed very, very soon. Very, very soon. Okay, perfect, perfect, awesome. So yeah, uh, project has been created. This is our overview page. So we can see we have something like this where we have our API key and our endpoints. Oh, awesome, awesome. So yeah, now we're going to explore the and use the read model. So in our overview, it's telling us to select the AI services. So when we go to services page, we should navigate to vision plus document title, and from there move on. So this is AI services. So we look for vision. Okay, vision plus documents. Yes, awesome. This is it. So click on this. Then what's it telling us to do next? Then in document tab, we should select OCR. Okay, that's awesome. We discussed about OCR earlier. That's optical character recognition. I read title. So I'm going to use that to exploit a document very soon. So yeah, we go here, we go down. So this is our OCR slash read. So we click on this to try our demo. So we're already provided with multiple samples, but we should look for what sample are they telling us to use. So they say we should look on the list of documents. We should select the read German PDF. Okay. I don't know how many of us understand German. So yes, this is it. Read German. So yeah, awesome. This is it. So what is it telling us to do next? So it's telling us to select the analyze options, then enable the language checkbox um, to under the optional detection in the analyze option and click save. So let's go do that. All right. So analyze option. So this is optional detection. You should click on language, then click save. Awesome. So what's the next thing to do? Okay, at our top left, we should select run analysis. So when we select run analysis, wait, then check the content tab and also the results tab. So, and they say the results tab also displays the extracted JSON code. Awesome. So let's try that. Let's run the analysis. Yeah, this shouldn't take time like the way our project took time. So yes, awesome. So you can see that everything is classified into paragraphs. So from the name, from the title rather, IRS, then also this. So everything is being classified paragraph by paragraph. So you can see that the read model can understand this regardless of what language, regardless of what whether it might even be in your local dialect, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. So we all know that our Azure AI document read model is going to get that. And also, this is for the content tab. So the result tab, which is being told that we can either copy or download our documents in JSON format. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, so we've explored this model, we've seen how this model works, and also we should move to the next. So the next one here we have is prepare to develop an app in the cloud shell. Yes. So let's go develop an app. So we can do this either ways. So we can use our Visual Studio Code. Yeah. So yeah, this is mine, but I already downloaded. I already cloned this document in our GitHub repo. So I mean, I will want us to start afresh. So I'll definitely use the Azure portal for that. So yeah, let's go to the Azure portal to do this. And this is also instructing us to use the Azure portal. So we use the PowerShell in our CLI, PowerShell CLI. So yeah, so this is the document. So yeah, I have this document already down, everything here. So this is the document. Awesome. So this is the document. Same thing we have here. So we can use that to verify once we're done everything. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, in our AI in our Azure AI Foundry portal, we should go to the overview page for our projects. Okay, so told us that in the endpoint and key area, we should select the Azure Services tab and use the API and Azure Services endpoint key. We'll be needing this. Awesome. So yeah, right after that, it told us we should navigate to the Azure portal. Okay, awesome, awesome. So let's get right into that. Okay, while our portal is loading, so yeah, we should use the command line button, our CLI button, and navigate to the PowerShell environment. Okay, so let's do that. So let's take this up. Okay, our PowerShell CLI is almost up. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, it's already in PowerShell. Don't need to switch mode. So what is it telling us to do? Okay, in our cloud shell toolbar, we should in the settings menu, we should go select the classic version. Yeah. So since we are going to use the classic version, since we are going to work with our code editor, so we just come here in the settings, then go to classic version. So yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So this is yeah, we are ready. So let's see. So yeah, it's time to you know use this. So it's telling us in PowerShell plain we should enter the following command. So yeah, this first line is to remove recursive any directory we have on MSLN AI info. Okay, and also the second line is to clone this GitHub repository for Microsoft Learn, okay, and create the MSLN AI info directory. So that's what this code is telling us to do. So let's copy that and put that. press click enter. So yes, we already have that. So if we do this, you see that we have the MSLN AI info directory already. So yeah, next step, we're going to change directory to the Python um, subdirectory inside the MSLN AI info directory. So we paste the code to change our directory. So yeah, press enter. So yeah, we've already changed directory from here to this. So what next? So okay, what is it telling us to do? So it's telling us to enter the following command to install the library we're definitely going to use. Awesome, awesome. So this first one is the Python lab environment, and also we're doing pip install our Azure AI form recognizer. I told you guys earlier that Azure AI form recognizer was formerly the name for our Azure AI document intelligence. So yes, we're going to install all those libraries and dependencies here. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So this is already too much. Let me clear this from our screen. So get back at the top. Okay. This is nice. So find the lab environment. So what next? So we're going to edit a configuration code. That's code.env command. So we can just type that, or we can copy and paste that since we've copied it. So yeah. So yeah, remember that I told you guys that we should take notes, or what the document told us, take note of our endpoints and key. So if we go back to this our overview page, uh, you can see our AI API key, and also if you click our Azure AI services, this is our endpoint. So we replace this. So first of all, what's there? It's endpoint. So we'll copy this and go paste it in where we have our endpoints. So put this here, put this here also. Then for our key, our API key, go back here. So copy this and put this here in our API key. Awesome. So we don't need to share this with anyone. So we save, then we quit. Okay. So we're back to our environment. So yeah, so we can also recheck that by running the code.nv command. Yeah. So we can see that it saved both our endpoint and key that did save. So we should quit that. So yeah, what's that? So we're going to add code to use the Azure Document Intelligence. So we're going to um, edit our documents hyphen analysis.py file. So we copy this. So or simply we can just type this. This is not anything. Um, documents analysis.py. So yes, this is this. So yeah, um, so yeah, as well as in the add reference, we should add this. So we can come to this place. Another thing we need to put in place is indentation. Indentation is very key when writing codes and commands. Some of us that are familiar with um, programming languages, or even like scripting languages or things like YAML, know how indentation is very much necessary and key. So the next, we should go to the create the client and add this. So yeah, this is where we have indentation. This we didn't have indentation here, so we have indentation here. So we need to make um notes of this. So we go here. So look for create client awesome. So this is it. So this is it. So put this. So yeah, the intention, use the tab button to move this. So yeah, awesome. We have this already in place. So indentation issue has been solved there. So yeah, so what we have next, the analyze the invoice. Also, just remember about indentation here. So analyze the invoice. Okay, that's beautiful. So put this here. Um, Move these comments. Don't have can't have double comments here. So we use the tab. Yeah. So that's solved. So what next? Um, display invoice information user. Yeah. So copy all of this. Awesome. Awesome. When copy all of this. So is this. So we remove this. Then for the sake of indentation, yeah, we do this. So awesome. This is well indented. This is well indented. So anything else? I think that's all. So save this, then run Python document analysis.py and see if we can analyze that. So awesome. So we save, then we quit also. So yeah, we use Python documents analysis dot py. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, so it's returning our vendor name, our customer name, and our invoice total. So yeah, let's go compare that. Yeah, so this is the invoice. So showing us our, I'm sorry, yeah, showing us our vendor's name is Contoso Limited. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Also, Contoso Limited from our invoice. Yes, that's correct. And it's giving us with the confidence level of 0.937. So yeah, in machine learning, for those of us that don't know, in machine learning, accuracy and precision is being measured between 0 to 1, and 0 being the least level of accuracy and precision, and 1 being the most accurate um, level of precision and accuracy also. So we have 0.93, which is also almost close to 1. So yeah, we can beat our chest. Okay, this is very much correct. And we just also confirm that the Contoso Limited is also the vendor's name, customer name, Microsoft Corporation, with confidence level of 0.919. Yeah, we can go check that. Yes, awesome. So Microsoft Corporation, which is the customer's name, then invoice total $110 with confidence of 0.696. Wow, this is the highest out of the three. So yeah, let's go and check that invoice total. Invoice total, awesome. Yes, awesome. So our invoice total is on $110. So this is correct. So our analysis is complete and this is correct. So yes, another thing we also need to do once you come and practice most of these things yourself, you also clean up, because I mean Azure will bill you. If you are not resources and instances you are not using, you should take them down when you practice for lab and things like this also. So yeah, uh let's go back. So yeah, so we are done with the hands-on and demo part. So let's cool. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for joining. We have come to the end of today's talk. So further resources, I'll be sharing further resources to Uche to put on the chat. So yeah, do well to go through all these links, and yeah, you can ask questions. So this is also our Q&A session. So yeah, promise to be dropping all these links in the chat. So yeah, any question from anyone from the audience, anything about AI, Azure AI, document intelligence, prebuilt models? Do you have a rare case that you feel that okay, Azure AI is not going to have that prebuilt model? Anything, any question? So anyone? Any question? Promise.
Yes. Thank you very much for that wonderful session. I mean, I would say it's been really, really amazing. I actually was trying to document some things actually, and too much interesting. Thank you for the demo as well. I would say it was an awesome one. Um, okay, so I'm checking. I haven't seen any questions from the chat yet. No questions yet. So I think we're good. I think we're good. So thank you very much for that awesome session. I would say that if you want to reach out to Emmanuel, feel free to hit him up on LinkedIn. And here is his LinkedIn profile. Just a bit. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. Oh, I also see some nice articles you actually did share.
Oh,
So you
yes, I love writing. Like I said, I'm a technical content writer.
yeah, so you can hit up Emmanuel on his LinkedIn profile. I think I'm displaying that on the screen right now. Awesome. And Emmanuel did actually share us some lovely articles. I'll be sharing those articles now. Yes, here is one of the articles he has shared with us. Another one is this. Another one is this. And I think this is the last one he has shared with us. So please endeavor to go through these wonderful links Emmanuel has shared with us. And thank you so much, Emmanuel. I think it was lovely having you on this session for today. Awesome, awesome.
Thank you very much, Promise.
You're
I look
welcome.
forward to doing this more with you.
Awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, then. Cheers. All right. At this point in time, I will be rounding up the session for today. I think it was an awesome session, and I'm glad we all got to learn one or two things from the session today. So I would indulge everyone to take some time, go through this video, right? Go through the video if you need to, you can go through it over and over again so that you can get some idea on what is expected of you. In case you haven't joined our channels, we have some channels on LinkedIn, we have channels on YouTube, Meetup, right? If you haven't joined those channels, please endeavor to do. Going to be continuing next week. We'll be having other sessions coming up next week. So endeavor to be participate in these sessions. At this point in time, I think I would like to say goodbye and see you all next week. Yeah, endeavor to join the Azure Nigeria channel on LinkedIn, right? So see you all next week, everyone. Bye bye.